Hello everyone, it's Maria Salter Witch Tracks here. Hope everyone has had a good spot. I know I did. At first, I felt like it was going to be very heart-opening, very warming, and then at nighttime my anxiety skyrocketed and I just couldn't sleep because the effects of the full moon. It was a little overwhelming at first, but I let it wash over me and now I feel very balanced, very in harmony with myself, and I feel like I've gotten a sense of closure from the full moon in Capricorn. However, that is not what this video is about. I've been reading a book recently called Cottage Witchery, and I like to, do kind of a review on that and also a review on the methods that I use from the book to help create a witchy magical household. Alright, witches, so as I was saying, I'm reading this book. One of the books I'm reading actually is called Cottage Witchery by Ellen Duggan. Hold on, you can see here. So you can kind of see like you can see like it's a nice pretty cover. I like it, and it has, it's not that thick, but it does have a lot of good information, images, examples of things in here that I really, really do enjoy. And so I decided, I wanted to make my space more magical, more witchy. I wanted to say that, hey, a witch lives here. I want it to have that energy, when you walk into a specific room that has your altar, you just feel all the energy around your altar from the use, the prayers, and the magic that was created in that space. I kind of wanted that feeling. Sorry, my cat is like, what's that? Catnip box? I want to really create that feeling throughout my entire home. Maybe not exactly, but just say, there's a witch living here, there's magic here, all is well. No more playing with the curtain. Okay. And so there are quite a few things that I took from the book. I'm not finished with it yet, so I'm probably going to add more and more stuff as I go along. But one of the things that I really like to make are like little talismans or little wreaths with a pentacle in them, so like this big, and I have those almost, I need to create one more for this room now, but I have one on pretty much in every window of my house, or every window of a room in my house. So one in the living room, one in the kitchen, one in my bedroom, but I don't have one in here yet. And I have one hanging on my front doorknob, and I am going to, at the end of the video, just create a little slideshow of the talismans and things I use in my house to make it feel witchy. And so I have that. I also have a witch's ball. I have crystal grids placed throughout my home. I have, I created a little candle hearth. It's more like, since I don't have a fireplace, it's kind of like having that hearth space within your home, because the hearth is mainly where everyone would gather, everyone would cook, gather, do things, magic even, and so I have a candle and a little altar downstairs that has that. So I created that feeling of energy there. I even have some witch's broom and rosemary and some other herbs hanging above my door as a kind of warning talisman to be like, hey, someone comes in and they might not be the best person, please kind of like set off some alarm bells in me or something like that. And so really I just have all these little things here and there. There's no like, I don't have giant things that say, oh, I am a witch. Here's a giant broomstick, here's a giant pentacle on my wall or something like that. I mean, if someone were to come in this room, which is like my office / guest room, yeah, if they were to come in this room, then obviously looking at my books and my tapestries and everything, you can definitely tell this is a witchy room. Now my whole home is not going to be decorated like this. I share space with my boyfriend, and I know he loves me, but I don't know if he want this stuff everywhere, which is fine by me. But I have those little things. I even have a witch's bottle and a sea witch's bottle downstairs in the living room hanging on the wall. I have all these different things to say, hey, a witch lives here, there's magic here. This home isn't your typical mundane home. And that's what having a witchy or magical home is to me. It can be many different things to many people, but for me, it is giving a hint. It doesn't have to be screaming. It could be like a little whisper saying, there's something more to this place. There's something that's not quite normal or mundane. There's something a little more here, a little hint of magic. So that is what I try to bring into my home, is a little hint of magic. Let's try how to be every day, like you can kind of be like, something's up with this chick. She's a little magical. That's me. So trying to have that same feeling, that same energy within my home is really important to me as well. Now, this book has so many different things you can do, a lot of different stuff, and I really like the kitchen witchery stuff because honestly, I've never been much of kitchen witch, but the way it's explained and the way you can do it in here, I think is really cool. Like you can use your wooden spoon as a wand, and then I work with herbs anyways, so being able to use the herbs and spices that we put in food as also creating a spell of form of magic is really cool as well. I've actually I have done that though, usually depending if I'll make food for people, just put a little incantation or energy into the food I'm making, make this fill everyone's hearts, make them feel good and happy while they're eating this food kind of thing. So I'll do that, and I will I have to do that at home a lot too now that I'm reading this book and looking into it more. I am really actually enjoying kitchen witchery stuff, kitchen magic, things like that. But I'm very, very big into old folk magic, and so something like cottage witchery, something that I can do any day, every day. These little things I could do to make my home feel more witchy and magical. I have a notebook here in which I have all the stuff I do. I haven't done everything that I wanted to yet, but I have different ideas I want to do. So home blessing. So one of the really cool things she explained in the book is not only do you have these little things around, but also to keep the energies clean in your home as well. And there's certain ways you can do that. Obviously by physically cleansing your home. So I don't know if you saw one of my energy blog videos, but I was vacuuming before I did my ritual. That's just cleaning up any residual energy that I don't want around when I'm doing my practice, and it's the same thing for your magical home. You need to clean it to clean up any unwanted, any unnecessary, mundane, other energies that can just drag you down. That is, cleansing is necessary. And so with physical cleansing also comes the energy cleansing. And the ritual in the book was pretty cool. I do mine a certain way, but the ritual in the book is having elements placed in the corners of the house where it faces the directions, and then having incense in the middle, kind of cleansing it that way. I personally go use sage stick, and then I go back with my cauldron with some herbs in it and kind of fumigate my house. And so I'll usually go counterclockwise with sage or something like that, or dragon's blood, and just clean the energies. So I'll just go counterclockwise, clean out all the energies, and then go back clockwise with the herbs like lavender, rosemary, and other things that I want to fill the space with. So you take away stuff, but you have to fill as well, or otherwise it kind of becomes a vacuum of other energies and it just kind of gets sucked in there, and they may not necessarily be what you prefer. So that's what I do. Usually once a week I'll cleanse, or sometimes once a month. Honestly, it hasn't been too bad, so once a month I think these days. So I will do my cleansing, and then I'll do my reintroducing of energies that I prefer, and that is how I kind of keep up that pretense, keep up that energy space of that, this place is magical, and take out the mundane energies that I don't necessarily want in my home. And so the cleansing is one of them. And then some people use sound, I don't, and then blessing comes after that. So I clean physically, I clean energetically, and then I bless. And one of my favorite ways to bless is honestly a bowl of water I charge either with crystals or my own energy or the moon, what have you, and I sprinkle it, kind of like old school Catholic style, and then you take like the palm leaves, whatever, put in the holy water, and like splash you with it. It's kind of like that, but not Catholic, or Catholic, I should say. And I'll bless my home that way, and I'll recharge my protection energy bottle. So I have a home protection bottle, and then I have a Sea Witches bottle that I will recharge on a monthly basis and set back where they were, and then I recharge my talismans and everything. And so for me, having a magical witchy household is definitely keeping up that energy, keeping up that cleansing, and then just putting small things here and there. I'm going to go ahead and include a little slideshow at the end with a bit pictures and everything of the witchy places I have around my house. I would love to see everyone's witchy households, whatever items you use to help create that feeling of a little bit of magic in your home. Whatever you guys do, I'm always open to new things to share and new things to incorporate in my own home. So if you guys have any advice, any questions, or any comments, please, just shoot that comment box down below and let me know. Well, yeah, I don't think I have much to go over now because, that's all I do for my home, cleansing, things here and there. I might do another video once I finish reading the book, but thank you guys so much for watching. Blessed be.